to see our liberty, a light flowing down from the heavenlies, and we are here reaching out. The word of God is all we need. Who the sun sets free is free indeed. So God, please speak to me, reaching the next generation.
Well, hello there. We are sitting here in Fort Myers, Florida, getting ready to get back home. You can see I'm in the airport here, and there's, things going on all around us. But we're going to be here for a couple more hours. Had such a wonderful time with the family, with many of the family members here on this trip. We're down in West Florida, and now my phone is over there ringing because it's charging. And of course, I'm not going to get to it. But we'll be back home this afternoon or this evening. Bless God, if the Lord's willing. And we're going to be continuing the things that is on our schedule.
The local time is 3 o'clock.
See? 3 o'clock. So in about another hour, they're going to start boarding our flight. Let's see. I don't know whether it's another hour. Let me just check. I made it out really, really good on this trip because my flight was not due to get back home until 11:10 tonight. That's 10 minutes after 11. And I've been at this airport. I came here around about 10 o'clock this morning. And I wasn't due to get home until about 11, a little after 11 tonight. But I'm going to make it there early because I came in through the security and I thought I was going to be getting to the ticketing gate, but I'm not able to wasn't able to do that. I had made the wrong turn in here. And so I decided to stay. I decided I'm not going back out. I'm going to stay. And so when I got to the counter, one of the counters to check here, the check-in for the tote bag was double. But the attendant decided that they would speak to the other attendant, and we were able to keep it at the same price. And then on top of that, with the other attendant, they decided that instead of me having that long layover in Newark, New Jersey, because I was originally scheduled to be boarding and leaving at 12:30 this afternoon. But when I went to the counter to check that bag, they had a express flight, non-stop, leaving at 4:30. So she was able to put me on this non-stop flight, and that's going to put me into Houston at 6:15 this evening. So I'll be there at 6:15 instead of the 11:15 tonight, and I will not be going into Newark, New Jersey. I'll be coming straight from here into Houston. So that's really good because I have an early morning class tomorrow morning to do 6 o'clock in the morning. So getting in at 12 o'clock at night and then getting to bed around 2 or 3 would have been challenging. But we're here now, guys. I wanted to remind you, and this is just a impromptu time. Again, I'm sitting here in the airport waiting, and but I wanted to remind you, I got a chance to talk to Minister Cephas over in Liberia and now in Guinea, Africa, and we spoke to them. There are a number of issues that we want to address there, and we really want to continue to be a support to Hope International. Hope International is a outreach that is helping uh, the migrants that are caught in human trafficking and caught in slave trafficking, sex trafficking throughout the Morocco, throughout Algeria, throughout the sub-Sahara desert. Uh, this is a real work that we want to keep our hands upon it as much as God enables us to do so. So Minister Cephas and I were sharing today. The Lord has blessed to get a complete plane ticket for them to go into Morocco, and so now we're working on getting the food and getting the place that they can stay. And so our next line of support is going to be that. Now, you might say, well, what's the basis of this? What is the basis of it? Every time we are doing broadcasts, I want you to understand that we're involved in global evangelism. That's world missions that stretches across the world, not in our little cupboard at home, but it stretches across the world. And right now we have a group in Liberia, a group in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Kasai, Kenya, Uganda, Pakistan, India, and Gambia. And all of these are areas, and also in Morocco, in Guinea, in Nimba, in Algeria, in Egypt. So when we talk about the ministry that of outreach, we're talking about a global reach in the nations around the world. Uh, some of the contacts are families, some of them are ministries, some of them are orphan children. We have 3 different orphans of children. And I actually, when I get back, I'm going to be putting one of them up. I have some video of one of the orphan centers, uh, the Alpha and Omega Foundation, and we're the ones that support that and supply food for the children, school fees for them, providing shelter for the center to house them. And so we're going to be talking a lot of more about that. And the pastor there is Pastor Jeremiah, and he's doing a wonderful, wonderful work there. So when you hear our broadcast and we're talking about these things, it's because we are in global outreach, and that means we're reaching a multitude of people, and we're dealing inside of many nations. And so uh, while we may be focusing on Kenya one time, the next time Liberia, the next time Pakistan, India, and etc. So that's why there is a continuation of announcements about, the events that is taking place in these nations around the world. So if you are there, and I know that many of you are, and I'm still away, but I should be back home in my office tomorrow, and we're going to be doing our routine broadcast. Uh, don't miss our upcoming broadcasts. Don't miss those broadcasts. Now, there's here's three broadcasts that I want you to follow. Put these on your calendar. That's every Thursday morning, every Saturday morning, and every Sunday morning. Now, Thursday and Sunday, we start at 6 o'clock Central Time, which is 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then on Saturday, we start at 8 o'clock Central Time and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you can get us. And we also are going to we're advancing a brand new television station broadcast all over the continent of Africa. We also have a radio tower, and that radio tower will be being tested, and we will be testing the first program that will be broadcast all over the continent, all over the nation of Liberia, and into three of the other border nations. So this is a great landmark that Pastor Prince Johnson is the founder of that project, and we also are enrolling students in the college there. And so we got much to talk about, much to do. And so I hope that you will uh, be steadfastly engaged in these projects. And those of you that are supporting these works, uh, it is because of that support that we're able to continue to do as such. So we want to encourage you to be mindful of those families. Let's not forget, give a meal to save a life. That's the thing that we want to get into your mindset. Give a meal to save a life. Some family, some child, some mother, some father. If you do that, then we will make life better for someone else. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that. And until the next time, as I say, always here and around the world, if you go with God, I know that God will surely go with you. And until the next time, you do now, by all means, have yourself a Jesus filled day. Bye bye.